What's up, guys? It's Nelson here from Jolly Roger Airsoft, and today we're going to be doing the first Airsoft Bowl. Now, this year's Airsoft Bowl was a 2 versus 2 competition. Both teams played team deathmatch, Gears of War style, except for the final, which was one hit kill, you're out. But the first two games were one hit, you're down, revive, Gears of War style. You can revive, each is a point, and the team with the most points at the end wins. Now, the four teams are Josh and Justin with the Washington Freedom, Smokes and Maher with the Moscow Mayhem, Jake and Joe on the Beijing Fire Dragons, and yours truly and Austin with the Baghdad Bombers. Naturally, I picked the most offensive for myself. But anyway, yeah, so we had a great time out there at first game at my house, so the footage isn't as good as I would have liked, but it's still pretty cool, and it's interesting to watch yourself play. And yeah, so without further ado, here are the playoffs of the first year of competition for the Stafford Airsoft League. Now, the championship game will be posted separately, so don't worry. It's a cliffhanger. So anyway, enjoy. Welcome, sports fans, to the first game of the Stafford Airsoft League playoffs between the Washington Freedom and the Beijing Fire Dragons. Washington is in black, Beijing is in red. Here we see Josh, I should say, experienced pro. He is moving up against the Beijing Fire Dragons. Washington a big favorite in this game, and I don't think that the experts predict much of a struggle from the Beijing Fire Dragons. On the Beijing side, you have Jake, a young up-and-comer, and you also have Joe, a more seasoned vet, but still young by the Freedom terms. The Washington Freedom is by far the most experienced team in this tournament. Led by Justin and his brother Josh, the Freedom look to take home their first Airsoft Bowl. They are the hands-down favorites. So Josh and Justin are out in the forest. As you can see, the Beijing Fire Dragons are pinned down in their spawn. Both teams tentatively holding their ground, not really willing to make the first move. And that's a kill. That is a kill by Justin on Jake. 1-0 Freedom. Josh moving in for his kill. And moving up, as you can see here. That's it. That's game. Washington wins quickly. 2-0.
Alright, Josh. That was a good first win against Beijing. How do you feel?
Pretty most excellent, Jacob. Pretty most excellent.
That's good to hear.
I'm ready to win against some white team.
Goddamn
black,
team.
son.
Alright. Who are you rooting for in the green versus white game?
I'm rooting for the green team. I think they have a pretty good chance. They're the underdogs, you know. The white team's more communist, so I'm thinking.
Alright. That's good. You are the underdogs coming into this game. How are you going to combat that?
Run and kick some.
Alright. Do you have any specific strategy?
Charge.
Charge. Gotcha. Well, good luck. You got a big game coming up? Chance to go to the Airsoft Bowl, the first Airsoft Bowl.
First Airsoft Bowl ever.
Yep, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I got M4 carry handle on
Masada?
Masada.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Alright.
Let's go. Let's go. Are you ready?
Baghdad
I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Let's
Did you
go.
there?
Let's go.
Preparation
Let's
dance.
go.
Yeah. Alright, they're ready to bomb some infidels. Do you have any beginning words? Any good luck? So, what are you thinking right now? What's on your mind?
Oh man, we're ready to go. Joe, you're holding the camera upside down. Ready?
Kiss the beads. Kiss the beads. Good luck. You're good. You go. You're
Let's
gonna
go. Here we go. Ceasefire. Alright, so after a quick ceasefire, we are back with the game between the Moscow Mayhem and the Baghdad Bombers. This is a semifinal game. The winner will move on to the first Airsoft Bowl to play the Washington Freedom. On the Moscow side, you have TJ Smokes using a pump shotgun and a USP. And his partner in crime, Maher, with the Echo 1 MTC with a scope. Now, the Mayhem are moving up here on the trail, tentatively scouting out the area up front. Here we see the Baghdad Bombers. On the left, Austin. Ooh, kill right off the bat from Moscow. Now, remember, they can revive, so they're not completely screwed here. There you go, Austin crawling over his partner, Nelson, who can revive him with a touch. He does, and the game is knotted back up at 1. So, Austin back in the game now. They're moving down into the valley. That's his first revive on the day for Nelson. Austin now with 1 death. They're giving the kill to Maher with the MTC. Through the brush. That's a good kill. Now, Nelson reloading now, using 100 round mid caps on his KWA M4. His partner in crime, Austin, is using the ANK Masada with an M4 carry handle mount. As you can see, they are moving down into the valley. Nelson is covering up top. Here comes Maher walking back, and that's a kill for Nelson. He sees Maher walking across the field with his KWA. Great range on that thing. Takes him out. That's a kill for Baghdad, puts them up 2-1. Smokes coming over here to revive. He gets the revive, and we are back knotted at 2. So, even now, we'll see what the Mayhem do. If I were them, I would stay on the high ground, as they can see the Bombers maneuvering down in the low ground. Now Nelson, moving down with his buddy Austin, covering as he goes. Got 1 kill and a revive on the day, no deaths. As you can see, they're moving down the hill. Questionable tactical move, but whatever. They're experienced, and they think they have the advantage should it come to firepower with the shotgun and the Echo 1 MTC versus the Bombers KWA Masada. As you can see, they're using their teamwork, moving up, covering each other. Good teamwork. You always like to see that in an airsoft team. As you can see, we are going to take a quick TV timeout. Alright, so we are back here following Maher and Smokes. Maher with 1 kill and a death on the day. The game is knotted at 2. A revive and a kill for each. 2-2 here in this semifinal game. The winner moves on to the Airsoft Bowl to take on the Washington Freedom. Here you can see the Bombers are still maneuvering. Going prone nicely in cover. They're not exactly sure where the Mayhem is from their body language, but they're moving back up the hill trying to regain the vertical superiority. As you can see, more team communication there. Nelson is wearing his plate carrier for this rig. He opted to in the pregame because he decided to use his mid-cap magazines instead of a high cap. They're chatting up there, trying to strategize a little bit before they get up out into the open on the trail. And they're maneuvering now. They're maneuvering. Unknown where the Moscow Mayhem are. Somewhere below them in the forest. You can see the team moving up. Now they're very exposed in the open. More cover behind the tree. It seems they're setting up to ambush the Mayhem, who are coming in behind them now. We're getting word. The Mayhem are coming up the hill. Here we take a look. Austin a very good player, but so far today he's a less than stellar performance. 0 kills, 1 death. We are all tied up at 2 here in Game 2 of the playoffs. Here are the Mayhem now, moving up below the hill. The Bombers are on the hill directly in front of them. They're advancing on cautiously. As you can see, there they go, taking fire. The Bombers open up on them. They begin exchanging shots. A quick little firefight here. Both seem to get out of it alive. No problems there. Here it looks as if Smokes is trying to tell Maher, move around the right. There's a rock to the right of the Bombers' position that they've left uncovered, and if they can take advantage of that, then they will have a very superior position. Here you can see Nelson getting a little comfortable in the corner. Yep, and they are maneuvering. The Mayhem are now maneuvering down around, trying to get back up the hill without getting shot. Very tricky maneuver to pull off when you're in that position and you have a team overlooking you on the high ground. You want to stay out of the low ground as much as possible, generally, when you're playing Airsoft, especially when you're playing 2-on-2, although when you're playing 2-on-2, sometimes you can get away with it because you can maneuver more freely. Here's Austin up here. As you can see, behind that little ridge is where the Mayhem are crawling down. So, here's Smokes up here getting ready to cross the ridge line. Exchanging a little fire, taking a little fire from the Baghdad position on the left, but nothing too substantial. Here's Nelson giving a quick reload. Back in the fight, 100 new rounds. He's using his KWA M4 with a foregrip, standard sight. He is the 16-year-old, 6'3", 155-pound captain of the Baghdad Bombers, looking to lead his team to a first Airsoft Bowl. Austin still in his position on the right. The team is not moving. They're sitting up, waiting for the Mayhem to come out onto the trail. Now they can see them moving left, and are going to have to adjust. Yep, there he goes. He's adjusting, and the Mayhem, they're adjusting to the Mayhem threat on their left. Basically, looks like Nelson's telling him to get up on the higher ground and get a better position on the rock directly ahead of them, which is built like a fortress. It's a great defensive position. It's the real mystery is why haven't they claimed the rock? If I were in their position, I would claim the rock right away. But they're instead sitting up here. This might... And... Nope, here it is. Time expires. We're down to sudden death. The next shot that hits a person wins the game. So, this is overtime. They have to be extra cautious here. Nelson moving. A dangerous little move. Austin is apparently out of ammo. Nelson tosses him a magazine. Austin has to scramble to get it. Not a great throw. But he survives. The magazine survives. Austin has 100 new rounds. Bombers are running out of... And there's TJ. Up there going crazy with his shotgun. Pulling a pistol. Maher also up there on the rocks. The rocks are a very good defensive position. Solid. And you can hold out there for a long time against an attacker. Especially on an even force-on-force game like this. There he is. Up on the top with the scope. The scope's really got to help him right now. They're exchanging fire. Petty little firefight. Neither team able to gain a big advantage. And that's a kill. Austin lands the kill. Headshot on Maher. The Baghdad Bombers are going to the first Airsoft Bowl. 3-2 in overtime.